Yes, what's on your mind? If you're ready to talk, then yes, so am I. I can't hate you. I tried. I wanted to hold you responsible for all the things you've done for my wife, for Telos, for Dustil. But I can't. I got the revenge I always wanted when Saul died, but it hasn't brought me the peace that I thought it would. Despite whatever part of Revan is inside you, the darkness that must surely be there, it isn't who you are. That's why I can't hate you, why I don't want any more revenge. You don't have to be Revan. You can be so much more. Whatever the Jedi did to you, they gave you that chance. Whatever's happened up until this point, there's going to come a time very soon where you're going to have to make a choice, and there won't be any turning back. Well, then I hope I can save you from yourself.
How can you possibly be Raven? The Jedi whose troops saved me on Taris. It was Revan, leading an army out to defeat the Mandalorians. It was you. I knew when I heard that you had become the Dark Lord of the Sith, that something was wrong with it. The man who saved me could never go completely to the dark side. It is good to know that you have truly changed. It gives me hope. I do not think now that I will fall to the dark side. I only have to look at you and follow by your example, and there is no way I can fail. Thank you for placing your confidence in me. I only wish I had your heart as well. I will never forget what you did for me, even if you do not remember it.
Statement. HK-47 is ready. Commentary. Of course I do, Master. You are Revan. You are my master. The one who created me. I exist to serve.
Yeah, what do you want? We fought against the Republic forces for some time, over the course of many battles. At the start, they were not much of a threat to speak of. But once you had taken charge, things began to turn against us. The Republic fleets began to use more than just basic tactics. Feints, counterattacks, mass deceptions. You were a genius on the field. You are held in very high regard among my people. You abandoned worlds of their defenders so that others could be too fortified to strike. You made sacrifices in order to advance your goals. Such strategies had never been enough to best us before. In the end, you proved too much for us. But it was close. So close. It looked like the entire galaxy was within our grasp. I still remember that final battle in the skies above Malachor V. The two fleets filling the space around it, outshining the stars. It was not your ships, or your men, or your vaunted fight for freedom that won this, the final battle of the war. It was by the actions of one person, you, that the Republic prevailed. Your strategies and tactics defeated the best we could send against you. Even Mandalore himself was taken aback by the ferocity of your attacks, the tenacity of your defenses, and the subtleties of your plans. You fought us to a standstill, and then began pushing back. We really didn't have a chance. It was what we had wanted all along, in a way. We wanted to fight the best, in a battle that would be remembered for centuries. And we did. And you won. I hold no grudge against you, nor do any of my people. It was the greatest of honors to fight against you, even in defeat. It is even more of an honor to fight beside you now. Had you been born of the Mandalorian clans, surely nothing in this galaxy would have been able to stop us. But wishing for the past to be different is useless. Better look to the future, as we should now. We'll talk more later, I think. Is there something else you want to know? Stimulants make a warrior. Here's a speed boosting. Is there anything else? Your choice.
Hey there, what can I... It seems to me that if you don't really remember anything about being Revan, then it doesn't really matter anymore. You are who you are now, right? I don't see the Sith Lord standing here. I see a friend who's been with us through thick and thin. Remember, Malik's the one who tried to destroy Taris. Big Z and I will stick by you. We owe you our lives. We won't desert you now.
Got something on your mind, do you? Did I say that? Strange the tricks memory plays on you when you get older. Didn't I say that my past was my affair? You don't see me poking and prodding you with questions, do you? I'm not here to satisfy your curiosity. No staring at the old man, that's what the sign says, damn it. And besides, you don't really want to hear about me. We're talking ancient history, probably before you were born. History bores kids. Proven fact. Oh, fine, fine. Have it your way. Just don't cry about it later. Yes, I was an adventurer. Happy now? I wasn't even done with my Jedi training back then. I had a full head of hair and an eagerness to see absolutely everything. Sound familiar? The Council was never happy with willful, brash Jolee Bindo, you see. Even less so when I began my smuggling career. Don't look at me like that, damn it. I wasn't always the wrinkled coot I am now, you know. I can still fight, too. So wipe off that smirk I see there. At the time, the Yukata system was interdicted by its own king. He preferred to keep his people starving and poor. All the better to oppress them. The Senate was trying to negotiate a peace, but they were getting nowhere as usual. I decided I wasn't going to wait. I found myself a ship and a partner, and we began smuggling food and supplies to the Yukata citizenry through the blockade. Well, we didn't buy all the equipment per se. Some were happy to donate goods. Some we just knew had more than they could use. Stole is such a harsh word. They would have donated those goods readily enough if they were compassionate. I considered it a tax on the greedy. We only got caught once. A lone Yukatish frigate shot us down and forced a crash landing. I thought the Force had abandoned me, as I remember. Well, as it happens, getting shot down turned out to be very fortunate. That day was the day that was the day I met my wife. You know another way to get a wife? But yes, that's when I met her. If it's all the same to you, I'd prefer to stop talking now. My mouth is starting to draw flies.
Still around the starport, I see. Heading off soon. Oh, nobody special. I just do the routine maintenance work for the ships that come in. I used to see the Hawk here all the time. Yep, take care.
I'm just here on one of Zerka's transports. I don't have no business with you.
I suppose you've heard about the destruction of Taurus, yes? Awful business, that. Zerka lost a fortune there. Not that the Sith care. We do some mining here, and are responsible for local shipping and support of the Sith on Korriban. Our starport is mostly just freighters and such. But we do get many travelers that come here to learn from the Sith. This office is actually our administrative headquarters for this region. Rather inauspicious, isn't it? We offer good prices here to those traders that keep... If you're in need of anything... Well, why not? This is Sith space now, and the company has to survive regardless of who is in charge. The Republic, the Sith, the economy has to keep going. Now, was there anything else? You certainly can. Allow me to punch up...
Greetings, student.
What is it?
What?
Yes?
Yes?
Sure.
Yes?
What?
What? Yes? Yes? Yes?
Your wish?
You will fall!
Yes.
Here it is!
Yes?
You will fall!
Yes?
Yes.
What is it?
I will be your doom!
Nasty shock.
Yes?
What?
Yes?
Your wish?
Yeah?
Sure.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Yeah?
Sure.
I'm not here to get you out of trouble if you do something stupid, student. Enter the tombs at your own risk.
Look, unless you're willing to lend a hand, leave us to our work. Sorry, I can't talk. We have to excavate this valley with hand instruments. There's all kinds of old traps left behind that still work. Sorry, I can't talk. We have to excavate this valley with hand instruments. There's all kinds of old traps left behind that still work.
Beware of the Toccata. They are a pack beast that have their nests in one of the tombs. We fight them off as best we can.
You should be careful if you're planning on entering this tomb. It's dangerous. There's an assassin droid in there, so Master Uthar says. It went insane and is holed up in there with a whole army of droids protecting it. I don't know. I think Master Uthar has left it in there as a challenge for any student brave enough to destroy it. Supposedly, if a student actually succeeds in destroying the droid, they'll get a great reward. No idea. I think it's building them in there. I don't think so. I can manipulate minds and living matter, but that won't be much use. I've had a few friends go inside that haven't come out for a while now. I doubt I could do any better. Sure thing. Good luck.
What is it?
Sure.
What?
Yes?
Yes?
Too much audio input. Audio systems overloading. Must destroy source of disturbance. Must kill sentience.
What is it?
Yeah.
No problem. It didn't work.
Huh?
What is it?
Sure.
I heard an explosion in there. Did you just... Oh well, I guess it's good that the deed is done. Hope you stomped it good for my friends. At any rate, if you haven't already, you might want to go and see Master Uthar about...
Greetings. I don't think I've seen you at the Academy. My name's Dak Vesser. I'm assigned to the Valley Ruins, as you can see. We've been painstakingly uncovering these tombs for many months now.
Dak? That is you, isn't it? I hardly recognized you.
It's been a long time, Juhani.
What are you doing here? Did you fall to the dark side?
I didn't fall, Juhani. I had my eyes opened. And don't look at me like that. Last I recall, you were having your own doubts.
I was. I'm not anymore. Dak, you could...
Save it. The Jedi aren't for me, not anymore. Look, I'm not going to ask why a couple of Jedi are here in the Valley of the Dark Lords. I don't want to know. It's better that I don't. In fact, I'll just get out of here and leave you to whatever it is you're planning to do. Fair enough?
Running away? Again?
Why not? It's what I do best. Yes. Isn't it obvious? I don't want to talk about it here, however.
I don't think there's much to talk about.
Have it your way, Juhani. You always do. Look, I don't want to be here after you leave. There'll be too many questions, so ask what you have to... A star map? No, I haven't heard anything about that. Something like that could be in Nagasato's tomb, I suppose. That tomb's off-limits to the students. It's the second tomb on the left when you enter the valley. Nagasato was the leader of the old Sith Masters here, we think. Darth Malak found something in there a while back, however, and ever since then only Master Uthar can enter it. So do I.
Goodbye, Dak.
Goodbye, Juhani.
Do not forget our agreement regarding Euthura's treachery. We shall put her in her place, should you reach... Yes, so I hear. I've had reports from some students that ventured into the tomb after you left and found the parts. Well done. I am impressed. You have rid us of a potential nuisance. Go now. You have done well, but you have not impressed me enough to declare... You have gained considerable prestige. You are very...
Oh, hello to you. You're new to the Academy, aren't you? I can't say we've ever met. Galen Lore, at your service. Aren't these tombs fascinating? We had no idea the Sith were here so long ago. Not from this far back. Or at least what records do exist are sketchy at best. These ruins date back to a period when the Sith were first formed, before their exile into the far reaches of space. It's quite fascinating. I've been working on a translation of some of the runes by this tomb. I'm quite excited. This may very well be the tomb of Ajunta Pall. Ajunta Pall was one of the first of the great Sith Lords. He rebelled against his Jedi Masters and led the way for the rest of us that followed. These runes claim that he was interred here, and I wonder if his sword might not be here as well. According to legend, Ajunta Pall created a sword of terrible power. Someone who located it could gain considerable prestige. Well, a few of the Boulder students have tried. They did not return. As I understand it, the tombs are quite dangerous. From what I've been told, the tombs have old traps and machines that are still active. They were designed to keep out intruders when they were made, and still do. I suppose if the Academy wanted to make a concerted effort, the tomb would be opened. But I think Master Uthar prefers to keep it as a challenge for the students. Nothing at all. The legends don't say anything about it. It may have had powers only for Ajunta alone. Well, Of course. Don't let me keep you from your business.
Your wish?
Yes?